Alrighty, I think we're live.
Yep.
Yes, you are.
Alrighty, guys. So, what we're going to do, just a quick little live videos for you. So I was just talking with Beast and Primal about stabilizers. So I thought I'd bring yous along for the ride and let yous hear what's going on.
Hello, everybody.
So Beast is here. We got Beast with us, and we got Primal.
Yes, I'm here.
I'm just trying to get yous up a picture of Primal's bow.
I got a lot of them if you want me to email.
There we go. Should be up on the screen now. So Primal's new stabilizer setup.
Go.
There we go. So as we can see, he's running the sidebar, and you haven't ran the sidebar
Oh.
for a while, have you?
What was that, Jimmy?
So you haven't run the sidebar for a while, have you? So what were you talking
No,
about? So the question was, what was the question you asked me about the bubble?
Yeah, the bubble in my sight is slightly to the right-hand side, and I wanted to know if I needed to swing my stabilizer out more or more in towards my cams.
Yep, okay. And Primal, Beast, you had something. What were you saying before I give you my 2 cents? What were you saying, Beast?
Right. When I first got the stabilizer set on my Nova, my F.A.C.T Nova, I did what Levi Morgan does by closing his eyes and going into your draw a few times, and after you've drawn set or anchored, you open your eyes to see where your level's at. You do it a few times to get that average, and I found I had a natural right cant. And then so you go through and you balance your bow, and so you're at perfect neutral on your bow, and your bow's perfectly balanced. And then what Levi and a couple other pro shooters have said is that to help with a better stabilized shot, to help keep your pin from moving a little bit more, what you do is create a counter torque balance or something like that, where I ended up moving my back bar out a bit until I got just a slight left cant on my bubble, because I come from like traditional shooting where I have a right cant constantly, and so my muscle memory is always that constant right cant. And so with that balance on my bow out a little bit, bringing it to the left, I now have to countermand it to come back up to level by going ahead and letting my wrist go back into that natural right cant a bit, but it's not doing it to the point where I'm way over canted right and I'm missing shots.
Yep. So what I used to do that too. When I first my first stabilizer setup was completely balanced. So I like Primal was saying, or you like you're saying, have it completely balanced. So when I did nothing, I just, like I said, open my, like you were saying, open my eyes up. The bow was perfectly balanced. But then I was talking to a lot of people, and all these pros seem to be using what you were saying was the counterbalanced. So you have to hold the balance up, and if you hold my bow now, it wants to tilt like sideways. Like it sits at a 45-degree angle in my hand if I just leave it at rest. So now I have to really hold the bow up straight, and by holding the bow up straight, it means I'm holding it neutral and stopping it from jumping left or right. So there's two different ways you can set it up. You can either run it as the neutral setup, so it's going to be neutral in your hand so it doesn't jump out at all, and there's a couple of pros going to it. Chris B, I noticed, has just started running a full balance setup, double V bars. But
Jimmy,
yo,
hey, I'm not sure if you've seen, but there's some people that says they can't hear us.
Yeah, I
Jimmy's
just turned my input up.
Okay.
they can't hear. They can hear me, but they can't hear yous. Can yous hear yous? Okay, let me work on it.
Yeah, they're saying there's a low sound for me. I just turned up my input or my output, so they should be a little bit louder.
Okay.
I'll put up my output here. Okay, guys. Can you see your primal right now?
Alright, no, mate, I don't think they can. Talk now.
This is the beast.
What's happening? Alright guys, can you hear anyone? Can you hear Beast and Primal, or can you only hear me? Let us know in the comments. Beast is low. They can hear you, but Beast is low.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I just turned up my... Yep, still low. Yeah, and I turned up my volume output.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I maxed mine up.
Yeah.
okay. Alright, so I think we're going. I think maybe if I Alright, maybe if I turn mine down, it'll even it up a bit, so I just have to run it really loud. Alright, they can hear us, but it's all just low. Okay, so we'll just continue on. I'll have to work out how to get this happening. Alright guys, everyone, they can still hear, it's just low, so that's good. Okay, I can work this out. I'll get it sussed out better in the next one.
Right on.
Okay.
Okay, so what were you saying, Primal?
I was wanting to know about on my bow if I needed to swing my 12-inch stabilizer out or more towards the cams to level out my bubble instead of having to readjust my grip altogether.
Yep. So to level it out, you'd have to bring it in, and the closer it is to the riser, the more it's going to seem level.
And you said yours. You said your bubble goes to the right, Primal?
Yeah. I'm about maybe a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch out of level.
To the right.
Yeah, to the right, towards the right.
Towards the right. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you'd want to pull out.
What I was doing is I was adjusting my finger pressure and probably going to pick up another bad habit of having my to change my grip.
Yep.
No, it was supposed to be today, but they canceled it. They said they said something about.
So it's tilting to the right. Well, if it's leaning to the right, you have to move it away from the riser.
Yeah.
You'd have to move it away from the riser if it's leaning to the right. Or you could either move it away, or you could put more weight on the riser as well, on the back riser. But just moving it out would do the same thing.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't have to move it much either. I mean, I only moved mine maybe about half an inch, and it took me canted over the other way. And that's when I had a little bit lighter weight on my back bar. Now I got 6 ounces on the back bar, so I might have to adjust it again.
Yeah, I think stabiliser is one of the hardest things to get worked out.
Yeah. Although I can't wait to finally get to shoot. Once the backyard's done, I'll get a video in, or if I can get down to the range, to just put on the new Phoenix 1500D, and it's got 12 ounces on the front end, so we'll see.
12 ounces, so you're going up a bit of weight, are you?
Oh, quite a bit, because with the cartel that I had on there, it only came with like 1.68 ounces.
Yeah, I'll just go up. So make sure you don't jump it all up one go. Just build yourself up slowly over a couple of weeks too.
Yeah, I was looking at it. It's got a 6, a 4, and a 2 ounce, three weight sections, 4 or 6, a 4, and a 2. And and then there's a little buffer piece that's like another ounce on itself. So it's like, I'm like, okay, cool, there you go.
So how much are you going to be jumping up altogether?
Right now, let's see, it would be probably about 10.5 ounces that I jumped up with the new stabilizer.
Yeah, right.
And it's funny. This stabilizer, when it's empty, when there's no weight on it, is lighter than my cartel.
Yeah, right. Yep. What weights are you running on this new bar, primal?
I haven't done anything with weights yet.
It's just the empty bar at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's why you might need to just put maybe take one off the front and put it on the back.
See, well, that's including the front. There's nothing on the front either. I did try in my last video. I did have a total 2 half-ounces, but I took those off yesterday, and whenever I added my sidebar system to it, and I just kind of been playing around with it yet to test to see how it feels, because I haven't been at the club yet.
Yep. If you put them on the back, it'll like make it easier to hold up for sure.
Okay, because I can put a total of probably 2 ounces. The weights I do have are half ounces, and I got 4 of them.
Even if you just put half an ounce or something on the back, you'll notice it.
Yeah.
You don't have to put heaps of weight, just some weight, and then it'll just balance it out a bit.
I was just letting Obelix know, because he was saying that he was looking at making his own stabilizers. He disassembled one of his tripods and has one of the guys at the machine shop make the end caps. And he said he was thinking about making the front one telescoping to see what length he liked. And I was like, well, there is a video on YouTube that I saw that shows how to make a sliding weight. And depending on where you're comfortable with that sliding weight, then you could start from there. It's like, okay, that's where the weight's the most comfortable. Then start out with, round up to that closest bar and start there, and then from there you can add weight and stuff.
That's a good idea. That's a mad idea, and then you can work out exactly what length rod you like.
Right. Or, yeah, what works out for you, yeah. Because like for me, this bar that I got, the Phoenix, is a 27-inch bar, but it's also got the 4-inch Type A extender already on it installed. So that's a 31-inch bar. And my cartel was the 28-inch one. And I was like, okay, I need some more front weight. So I made an extender just because I had 2 of the mounting bolts for the F.A.C.T offset. And so I just added that second bolt in the front of the other one, and extended it out like another 2 inches, because it didn't seat in the original, or the bolt that's in there right now, all the way, and it pushed that front bar out just a little bit, and that helped me. But now I need more weight up in the front and the side.
Yeah, that's it. You add one where or somewhere. You got to just keep fiddling and adding it everywhere, don't you? That's what I noticed when I put heaps of weight on the back and the front. I really noticed it when you put weight on the bow as well. Like,
oh yeah.
Like when I put weight on the bow with not much weight, it didn't really do anything. But when I had heaps of weight on there, that extra little bit of weight on the bow really seemed to stabilize it out. So I think, and I was talked to a few other people that are really good shooters, and they were saying like whenever they get a new stabilizer set up, it's 2 or 3 months of fiddling to get their stabilizer perfect.
Oh yeah, it took me about 3 months to get it to where, with the cartel set, that okay, I was like, yeah, that's where I want it, and I was shooting indoor. Then I moved outdoor, and for a couple tournaments and stuff, and I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Now my arrows aren't flying right, my bow's not feeling right, because now you got the outside influences of the environment, the heat, the cold, the wind, moisture, dryness, and all that.
Yep.
And it's like, now it's like, okay, now I got to move my sidebar. So I moved the sidebar. I even had to switch the weights from my front bar to my back bar because there was a little bit more weight on the front bar because it was, you know, the 1.68 ounce, whereas on the back bar they only had an ounce. So I had to switch out the little 0.68, put it on the back, swing it out a little bit more, and then I was back to being okay again.
Yep.
See, when I tried the 1 ounce on the front bar, the 24-inch bar, my bow just felt extremely heavy. So I took that off yesterday, and my bow feels a little bit better. Now today I wanted to try to get a chance to put some weights on the back, and I haven't got a chance to play around with that just yet. But I wanted to see how that would feel. And the one thing I've noticed just of yesterday when I did my 12-inch, added my 12-inch side, is my bow don't feel like it's drawing like 62 pounds, because that's whatever the manufacturer sent that bow to me at. That I never played around with the weight on that one, so it's kind of weird how I think it was Jimmy sat there and said how these stabilizers, I guess, just changed how the bow feels.
Oh yeah.
Totally. Especially,
That's fun.
have you noticed the difference since you put the long and the back bar on? Have you shot it with the back bar yet? Primal?
No, I haven't shot it. But when I put it on to draw it back just to see how things were leveling up or how it would feel in my hands at full draw, it was like I was holding a different bow altogether.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely do. They definitely make a difference.
Oh yeah. I've increased my accuracy every time I've stepped up something. Like when I first got the bow, I didn't have, of course, the stabilizer or anything like that, and so I was just shooting with, you know, no stabilizers, and I did okay. But then when I finally got the stabilizer set on it, my groups tightened up. When I finally got it tuned to myself, it tightened up even more.
Yep. That's again, it tuned in properly is another big thing. But yeah, you won't notice yourself primal with the new back bar now, especially if you put a couple of weights on the back. If you put a couple of weights on the back, it makes the bow feel lighter. If you put weights on the front, it makes the bow feel heavier, but if you put them on the back, it makes it feel lighter to a point when it becomes unbalanced. But if you run it a little bit back heavy, it makes the bow feel lighter.
Okay.
And then if you get the like perfect balance between the front and the back kind of thing, and your draw weight, the bow will feel light because you end up holding half the weight with your backhand in your draw. So that's another thing too. So if you get the weight perfectly balanced, like when I my bow doesn't feel really heavy at all to me at all now, but before if I left it all front heavy and then took the weights off the back when I was playing around with it and left it real front heavy, the bow felt like it weighed a ton. But then if I added weights to the back, it kind of added weight, put more weight into me back into the release, so then it felt a bit lighter. It's a bit hard to explain, but it definitely feels lighter if you get a good balance right. So if you add a couple of ounces to the back primal, I bet it'll feel lighter for you and you'll be able to hold heaps easier.
I know what I'm doing this weekend.
See, that's what I did. I went down and picked up like, let's see, it was like $25, $26, whatever it was in the video. But it was a 4-ounce, 4-ounce weight that I was for my back bar, because I still only got the cartel for the back bar, but that back bar is solid. There goes the computer fan.
Is that what it was? The computer fan?
Yeah.
Fully sounds like a hot rod car or a motorbike or something.
Yeah, we determined that was either my computer fan or my refrigerator. One of the two, because I got my computer in the corner.
Yeah. That's not a bad thing.
I think I'm going to be running probably to every pro archery shop that I got, which is 4 of them this weekend, and I'm probably going to be buying every single one of those stabilizer weights they have in stock.
But just work your way up slowly. Just add 2 ounces a week or something. Just a couple of ounces every time you shoot. You know what I mean? Just build yourself up.
I'd rather have them all on hand and need them instead of needing them and not having them.
That's right. Yeah, but I feel the same way too. Then you don't want to think, oh, well, it feels pretty light. What if I want to add one more and you don't have that one more?
Right.
Stress. That's it. Yeah.
I know out of the 4, 3 of my shops carry dead center here, around here.
Yeah, nice. You got 3 shops local, do ya?
Yeah, I got 4 local shops, all within probably 30 to 45 minutes. And I do have one, I'm going to say it's probably about 30 minutes. It's more geared towards the target side. The owner, the owner's name's David Milligan, national champion, IBO champion, state champion, regional champion. I mean, he's been around, and he is retiring. Maybe he's already retired, but I know there's been new people in his shop. They might be which are supposed to be the new owners, and Dave's still in there. So there's probably the transition stage of selling a business.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Obelix was just saying, Primal, to get some lead tape and then test it that way. Measure out, an ounce or 2, and then put it on the end of your stabilizer, so that way you can. And then Samurai was saying, get it correct, and then you can change everything.
Do it my way. That's what I do. Get it exactly perfect how you like it, then change everything.
Well, which one's cheaper, the lead tape, or just buying the weights itself?
That's true. That's true as well. Obelix says he has 5 shops within 20 minutes drive. I've got one shop that's 40 minutes away, and it's only open on Saturdays. And then the next nearest shop's about 2 hours drive.
Wow.
So I buy everything online. Everything's online for me. But it's pretty good. If I buy something online from the other side of Australia, I'll get it at 9 o'clock the next morning.
Oh, okay.
So it's not as if I have to wait for ages. But yeah, I don't have any. It'd be nice to go into the shop though and just have a look around and go, oh, how does this feel? How does that feel? Because it's hard to really tell off the internet.
Yeah. Well, what was nice when I went into my the pro shop down here, High-Tech, they had a section where all their weights and all that stabilizers and stuff were, that they had a couple plastic bins with just some old weights and stuff in it from a few years back and stuff. And I'm like, because I was like worried that I wouldn't find that 1/4 inch 20 thread that the cartels have. And he goes, oh, here you go, here's this, here's that, and oh wait, we got adapters. So I'm like, cool.
Yeah, right, nice.
So yeah, so I left the 10-inch cartel on the back, or 12-inch. I'll have to measure it. But, and then I put the 4 ounce and then the 1 ounce cap on it, so I got 5 ounces on it. Yeah, 5 ounces, not 6. 5 ounces on the back.
Yep.
So hopefully that'll make a little bit of difference, because I like having the forward drop after I've shot on my follow through. And
Yeah.
I'm not getting it anymore. And it could just be my grip or whatever, but I'm not getting that natural fall forward now.
I was doing the same thing. If you point your stabilizer, the back one down more, you can still keep the same weight and it'll make it fall forward more, because that's what I did to mine. I was getting no drop way either, but I made mine, if you look at my stabilizer now, it nearly goes down to the back cam.
Oh, okay.
And that'll get that real kick forward.
Yeah, I popped a couple pictures up on Discord that shows my stabilizer set as it sits now before I put the new one on. So.
Oh, Hash Brown's on. How are you, Hash? I didn't know you were on here. You thinking about getting a new thumb release, are you?
Yeah.
What one you using now? The 360. I'm just pulling your stabilizer setup now. Oh, you do have yours pointing way down anyway, don't you?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that one right there, the one with the bow on the table, that's my outdoor area or setup when I'm shooting outdoor.
Yep.
And then the other one above it,
Daddy, can you
is
please
where
try the nasty guy?
shooting indoor.
One second. Yep. Hang on. Let me just. Okay.
No worries, no worries.
Oh, I keep hitting close on Discord. Keep hitting. Okay, getting it now. Here we go. All right, it's good. Okay, can we see it now? There we go.
And Daddy, you're trying to get this magical necklace.
Oh, am I? Okay, I'll be out in a second. Alright guys, it's school holidays here, so it's a bit hectic at the moment, so I might have to bail out soon. But yeah, you do have it pointing way down anyway, don't you? That's right near the back cam anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's down in that picture. It's a little forward of the cam, because with me shooting outside, at the areas I shoot in, we have a little bit of right cross on our wind, and so I need to keep the center of gravity down low, and that keeps me from swaying a lot more.
Yeah, right, yep.
And so that's why that's my outdoor setup for my stabilizer. The other one, even though I'm still shooting my outdoor arrows, I'd gone to the indoor range a few times before I started shooting out backs again in my backyard. But it's like indoors, it was off, and I was shooting like, I mean, I even shot off paper. That's how off my bow felt indoors, because I wasn't fighting that right crosswind. And so I moved it back up, which at that point was above the can, but about 30 degrees out, kicked out.
Yeah. You might just need to put some more weight on the front. Swap the weight from the back to the front, maybe, if you wanted to kick a bit forward.
I figured I don't have any tournaments I'm going to be hitting anytime soon, so I got plenty of time to
work out the perfect setup.
Oh yeah. I mean, I was hoping to hit Vegas this coming year, but at this moment, it's it's not happening.
Oh, how's one of me Ellis Army hats are going to be worn on the line at Vegas this year?
Oh, right on.
How cool is that? One of the Ellis Army shooting in Vegas as well, and they got their hat today or yesterday, and they said they're going to wear it on Vegas. So how cool is that? Pretty stoked about that. All right, so I'm going to have to bail anyway. The kids are want me to go play some game with them. Alright guys, so hope you like this one. I'm doing me hand wave at the camera when it's not even on. I'll see you in the next one. Alright guys, hit that like button for me and subscribe to Primal and Beast.